we are again with the abstract. There's usually an introduction, and then, let's see. It depends on the type of type, and then here's the conclusion. Okay, so this one wasn't an experiment, it's just looking at things. At the end of all these articles, they always have a list of references of all the articles that they looked at to write that article. So typically when you're going to start on a research experiment, you work for some food analysis company or whatever, you're going to go out and go look at the literature, and there'll be papers that'll be like, the paper in the particular field, and then you'll go look at all the stuff that they cited too. So sometimes if you're having trouble finding something exactly that you want, you can go down and look at these citations and then try to go pull those articles up. Again, with our limited resources, that's a hard thing to do because we don't have access necessarily to very many of those journals that are listed in these references. So any questions so far about these two databases? So these are the two that are available to you all here on campus that are probably the most helpful. The other possibility would be, there's this other database up here called JSTOR. There's a few really old historical things in there, so if you wanted to find out about a particular lab technique or something, maybe you might find something in there, but it's kind of an iffy place to go. And then we're almost done. Okay. Okay, then let's do this. If you go to PubMed Central, there's a date. Has anybody heard of Medline? Yeah, okay. Medline's the big medical database, and then PubMed is the new version of it, and basically all the information that's in this database is hooked up to everything that's in all the genome databases. There's all sorts of really cool stuff going on in here. You can hook up to, if you guys want to find like structures of your particular molecule, there's a program in here called CN3D, and you can actually pull up structures and you can click on different things and it shows the hydrophilic side and the hydrophobicity pieces, and also, I mean, it's really cool stuff that's available in here. I highly recommend going into PubMed Entree or the whole PubMed system and playing around with it. But this particular piece of PubMed, PubMed Central, these are the free articles that are available that are full text. Because if you try to go into Medline and just search Medline, all you're going to get is abstracts, pretty much. There's very few things that are full text in there. And there's gazillions of articles in there. That database has been in existence since they started in the 60s. And it goes backwards, too. So let's pick another topic. What do we think? Blood clot? Okay, but that's going to be tons of things that you're going to hit. So, is anybody doing golden cat? I saw that on the list here. No? All right.
Taurine and cats.
Huh?
Taurine and cats.
Okay. Oops. Let's go back. And if you make typos, it'll tell you sometimes, or it'll just come back and it'll say it's not finding anything. And when you guys are trying to spell some of this stuff that you're not familiar with, don't take no for an answer. Go try to learn how to spell it right. Google it, whatever it takes. Put it in some sort of, But because a lot of times you guys you're dealing with all these new chemical terms and stuff. So what happened? Oh, wait a minute. I'm in the wrong place. So, see, here we go. I'm actually in the journal list. I don't want to be in the journal list. I want to go back. Here we go. Search all articles. That's where I want to be. And so there's me not remembering to read what I'm doing. So this, when you come in here, it defaults to search the journal titles, and you actually want to search all the articles. So let's try taurine and cats. And let's just see what happens. And sometimes you can hit enter, and sometimes you have to go click that search button. It depends. Here we go. There you go. So there's 190 things in here. And it may be that the cat was used as the experimental animal. It's hard to say. But you can come up here to limits. and then you can play with this and add different limits to this. So published in the last, let's say 3 years, and that it's a research or review article. Oh, come on, away. Okay, and for whatever reason, this with the browser locked down, it's not letting me go in here. But so you could set the limits and then pull back and see what comes up in there. So does that all make sense to you guys?
Yep.
Okay. Let me. Let's see. Okay, so if you guys